So if you are someone who keeps on planning big things but do nothing about it, it's not because you are lazy, but because of a neurological cycle happening inside your brain, and that is stopping you. Hi, my name is Kirti, and today we'll learn how to fix it. So according to Pitch's procrastination report, where he studied why people don't do the things they promise to themselves, he found out that procrastination is not a time management problem. It is an emotional regulation problem. Let me explain you how. So have you ever thought of doing something, maybe completing an assignment or studying or working out? Your brain immediately starts generating negative emotions. Like, what if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? People will laugh. I don't have enough resources to do it. What people will think, etc., etc., etc. And your brain do not like negative emotions. So instead of doing that thing, you start doing something else. Maybe you start scrolling or doing something else, and suddenly all your tension, worries and overwhelm goes away. It vanishes and you get a feeling of relief, and that particular relief works as a reward. And in psychology, what we study is the behavior that gets rewarded gets repeated. Let me say that again. The behavior which gets rewarded gets repeated. So next time when your brain finds a difficult situation, it automatically starts avoiding it. And this is called as avoidance loop. So the loop looks like finding a difficult situation, avoiding it, which is action, feeling of relief, which is reward, and again repeating the same thing. So now let's understand what happens inside our brain when all these things are going on. Basically, our brain has two systems which are continuously fighting for the control. So first is amygdala, which is basically like alarm system of our brain. Its main job is to identify danger and send signal. So whenever our brain finds some situation dangerous, it starts sending signals like don't do it, avoid it, it's not right, it's not good. It basically enters in a fight or flight mode. And our second system is anterior cingulated cortex, and this is what makes you do things. So basically what it does, it initially takes few signal from amygdala, analyze it, and if it finds it's useless or if it finds it okay, it shuts down the amygdala and makes you do things. But when you procrastinate, your amygdala wins, and that is known as amygdala hijack. But you know what worst is? When you keep on repeating that procrastination loop, your pathways start becoming more stronger, and with time that becomes your default behavior. And in another hand, your discipline pathway start becoming weaker. So it is basically like going to gym and training a particular muscle, which with time becomes more stronger, and ignoring a particular muscles with which times become more weaker. So now let's learn how to stop this loop. Step 1, just do it. As simple as that. Just do it. That's it. Do it for 5 minutes, do it for 10 minutes, whatever you feel like. Because when you are doing it, you are basically interrupting that loop of whole avoidance. Step 2, catch it, identify it. So whenever you find yourself procrastinating, try to identify the emotions behind it. Whether you are feeling anxiety or fear or overwhelmed, try to analyze it. Because when you try to analyze the emotion, your brain automatically shifts from emotional to rational side. Step 3, break your task into smaller ones. So basically, instead of doing a task straight for 3 hours, break it into smaller ones. Example, instead of studying for straight 3 hours, break it into a smaller period of 35 to 45 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then again continue studying. Chapter 2, the avoidance. Have you ever noticed you keep on avoiding the task till the deadline? Example, studying a night before exam when you had enough time to study. In fact, what some people will do in those last hours also, they will go on Instagram, they will scroll, they will go on Google, they will Google absolutely useless, absurd shit on Google. In fact, sometimes what they do is they go on ChatGPT and they'll start chatting with artificial intelligence. Basically, you are not avoiding the task, you are avoiding the feeling that you think that task will make you feel. So basically what happens here is your brain does not like sitting idly because it will give you a feeling of guilt, which is another negative emotion which amygdala is trying to avoid. So instead of doing that, your brain disguises avoidance with productivity. So mostly there are two types of productivity disguises. First is perfectionism. Example, if I had to make a video, instead of making that video, I will start arranging my room. I will start searching backdrop, or I will start for searching camera or good light or mic. So instead of doing that particular thing, I will start Googling things or finding out things like that. And at the end, I will become so much pissed off, stressed and tired that I will quit that particular job and go to bed. That's it. So simply, perfectionism doesn't even makes you start in first place. Second is productive procrastination. Example, instead of doing the business or starting it, you watch 10 videos on how to do a business. So basically, instead of doing the task, you start watching video on how to be more productive. Maybe you are watching this video for that reason. So if you are watching this video for that reason, please pause it, go back to your work, complete it, do it for 5 to 10 minutes and then come back. Moving forward, Pitcher's research called this as short-term mood repair. So basically, when a task triggers the feeling of anxiety, fear or overwhelm, your brain swaps it with something which is much more safer or less riskier, but it will also give you a feeling of accomplishment after completing it. So you kind of feel like you are making progress, but the actual task haven't moved a bit. So the gist is, you are not avoiding the task, but you are avoiding how you think the task is going to make you feel. But the fun fact is, when you start doing it, you realize that that task was way more easier than the fear you had even before starting it. So basically, you are not avoiding the task, you are avoiding the feeling that you think the task will give you even before doing it. So now, how to deal with it? Tip 1. Reward. Reward yourself, because reward is equal to repetition. Tip 2. Visualize. Visualize yourself winning, how you will feel, how your friends will feel, how your family will feel, and that feeling will work as a fuel for your accomplishments. Tip 3. Write your progress. Instead of writing your to-do list, write the progress or the things that you have done at the end of the day. Why? Because when you complete something, it gives you a kind of accomplishment. It gives you a happy feeling, your happy hormones increase. So basically, that will work as a fuel for your next day. And that's it for today. And if you have anything, you have any experience to share, or you want to share something, any suggestion, anything, so please don't forget to drop it down. I would love to hear it. Bye-bye.